All Priam's race he hates, and this must propagate the names of Trojans and their sons' rule to all posterity. Saturnia said, "Make free your pleasure, save or let him die. Pallas and I have taken many and most public oaths that it..." Actually, let's check her voice here. Who was that? Okay. Saturnia said, "Make free your pleasure, save or let him die. Pallas and I have taken many and most public oaths that the ill day never shall avert her eye, red with our wraths from hated Troy. No, not when all in studied fire she flames the Greek rage, blowing her last coal." This nothing turned his aims from present rescue, but through all the whizzing spears he passed, and came where both were combating, when instantly he cast a mist before Achilles' eyes, drew from the earth and shield his lance, and laid it at his feet, and then took up and held aloft the light Anchises' son, who passed with Neptune's force, whose orders of hero... There's some kind of typo here. Oh, it probably says whole. It says WHO.E. Yeah, it's... Okay. Aloft, the light Anchises' son, who passed with Neptune's force, whole orders of heroes' heads, and many a troop of horse leapt over, till the bounds he reached of all that fervent broil, where all the Caucans' quarters lay. Caucans. Where did I just leave off here? The light Anchises' son, who passed with Neptune's force whole orders of heroes' heads. Whole orders of heroes' heads, and many a troop of horse leapt over. And many a troop of horse leapt over, till the bounds he reached of all the fervent broil, where all the Caucans' quarters lay. Thus far freed from the toil, Neptune had time to use these words. Let's do Neptune again. "Father of gods, will any man of all..." Neptune had time to use these words. Aeneas, who was he of all the gods that did so much neglect thy good and thee, to urge thy fight with Thetis' son, who in immortal rates is better and more dear than thee? Hereafter, lest past fates hell be thy headlong home, retire, make bold stand never near where he advanceth. But his fate, where he advanceth. But his fate once satisfied, then bear a free and full sail. No Greek else shall end thee. No Greek else shall end thee. This revealed, he left him, and dispersed the cloud that all this act concealed from vexed Achilles, who who again had clear light, from the skies, and, much disdaining the escape, said, "Let us ask some prophet, priest, or prove," and, much disdaining the escape, said, O ye gods, mine eyes discover miracles. My lance submitted, and he gone, at whom I sent it, desire of his confusion. Aeneas sure was loved of heaven. I thought his vaunts from thence had flown from glory. Let him go, no more experience will his mind long for of my hands. He flies them now so clear. Cheer then the Greeks, and let others try. Thus ranged he everywhere the Grecian orders, every man of which the most looked on to see their fresh lord shake his lance, he thus put charge upon. Divine Greeks, stand not thus at gaze, but man to man apply your several valors. 'Tis a task laid too unequally on me left to so many men. 'Tis a task laid too unequally on me, left to so many men, one man opposed to all. Not Mars, immortal and a god, not war's she-general, a field of so much fight could chase, and work it out with blows. But what a man may execute, that all limbs will expose, and all their strength to the utmost nerve, though now I lost some play by some strange miracle. No more shall burn in vain the day to any least beam. All this host I'll ransack, and have hope of all not one again will scape, whoever gives such scope to his adventure, and so near dares tempt my angry lance. Okay, this part is full of really complicated phrasing. All this host I'll ransack, and have hope of all, not one again will scape, whoever gives such scope to his adventure, and so near dares tempt my angry lance. Thus he excited. Hector then as much strives to advance the hearts of his men, adding threats, affirming he would stand in combat with Iacides. Trojans and hardy Greeks, in combat with Iacides. Give fear, said he, no hand of your great hearts, brave Ilians, for Peleus. Okay. Give fear, said he, no hand of your great hearts, brave Ilians, for Peleus' talking son. I'll fight with any god with words, but when their spears put on, the work runs high. Their strength exceeds mortality so far, and they may make works crown their words, which hold which hold not in the war Achilles makes. His hands have bounds. This word he shall make good, and leave another to the field. His worst, and leave another to the field. His worst shall be withstood with sole objection of myself, though in his hands he bear a rage like fire, though fire itself his raging fingers were, and burning steel flew in his strength. And burning steel flew in his strength. Thus he incited his, and they raised lances, and to work with mixed courages, and up flew clamor. But in the heat Hector Phoebus gave this temper. Okay, so it's Apollo talking then. Oops. Oh, I think I opened an audio file here. Oh, I think I'm good. Apollo, betwixt death and thy life, turn head. Flew up clamor. But the heat in Hector Phoebus gave this temper. Do not meet, said he, in any single brave the man thou threatenest, but in press and in thy strength impeach his violence, for far off or near his sword or dart will reach. Do not meet, said he, in any single brave the man thou threatenest, but in press, and in thy strength impeach his violence, for far off or near his sword or dart will reach. Okay. Phoebus gave this temper. Do not meet, said he, in any single brave the man thou threatenest, but in press, and in thy strength impeach his violence, for far off or near his sword, or near his sword or dart will reach.